Hello everybody, and welcome to another video from CJ's Drop on Life. Today I want to talk about, there's a lot of controversy out there and people not knowing exactly what a food desert is. I didn't know either what a food desert was until I looked, it kind of says its name, food desert, scarcity of food. That's exactly what a food desert is. But there's also criteria for food deserts. I'm going to put a map up to show, and it's a color-coded map and tells where the high food deserts are at all the way down to a low food desert, meaning that they have more stores, more availability to stores that sell healthy food and whatnot. The higher the desert area for a food desert will be a darker color. So I want to kind of put that map up, show you where that's at, and I want to read you some stuff about the requirements of how this makes a food desert. So a food desert, now more commonly described by the USDA as a low-income, low-access area, is defined by using these criteria. Income requirement: must meet thresholds for low income, often based on poverty rates. In urban areas, residents live more than 1 mile from a supermarket or large grocery store. In rural areas, a threshold extends to 10 miles or more. Additional measurements may consider a half-mile or 20-mile ranges, as well as vehicle availability and transportation limitations. Okay? So, healthy, affordable foods like fresh produce and whole foods is hard to obtain in the food desert. They're hard to obtain because you have to go to convenience stores and whatnot. So often due to a combination of low income, poor public transportation issues, and limited retail presence. Okay, so let's get real about this. Okay, I want to get real about this. What's real about this is they're saying there's scarcity of stores in some of these poverty areas. Okay, not too long ago, when a lot of stuff was going on, a lot of stores moved out of these low poverty areas because people were going into stores and just stealing stuff and walking out with it. A store cannot obtain this kind of stuff to happen to their store. They're there to make money. They're not there to get robbed and looted and have stuff stolen off their shelves and just walk out with stuff. In a lot of these stores, they don't want their employees to approach these people because they don't want them to get hurt. So they have to let them walk out of the store with stuff and just steal it. So eventually this happens so much that the stores close up and move out of these areas. So let's get real. This is why there's a food desert. It's simple. You go into a store in your area, they're there to service you. They're not there to service you to the extent that you walk out with their product and them not make any money. They can't stay there. So this is why there's a food desert. Okay? So let's read on a little bit. This makes sense why there's food deserts. And let me read on. Okay, so low income communities, especially those near or below the poverty threshold, communities of color have limited access to healthy food. Okay, well, here's another example. It wasn't too long ago on TikTok. I think I watched some on TikTok, and I watched some creators on YouTube take TikTok videos and show, and this is like 2-3 months ago, before all this went through, before all this was known to the people who are crying and whining now about their SNAP benefits getting cut. It wasn't too long ago that they were showing these videos. These people, creators on TikTok, were making videos saying, oh, look how much groceries I get. I get $1,100 a month. I get $2,100 a month to spend on food. And they got 3 carts full of food and bragging about it to us, the people that have to go to work every day and pay for that. When we're standing behind you in line and we don't have these benefits, we don't have the benefits of going to a grocery store and buying 3 carts full of groceries, standing behind you and watching you take your credit card out that's paid for by us to buy those groceries for you. And I understand, all well and good, if you need it. If you cannot work, physically work, and don't give me the crap that I can't work because I have mental problems or I have 3 kids at home. I mean, some of you obviously do have problems, and I get that. And I'm with you on it. But those of you that can physically go out there and work, I mean, I've seen handicapped people at Walmart greet people. Obviously, you probably can't live on that with 3 kids, but at least you're trying to work. Okay? So don't give me the videos 3-4 months ago and putting it in their face saying that, hey, look at all I get. Look at all the food I get. Suckers, you know? That made me mad. Now you're mad because you're getting cut on your benefits and you're trying to claim that you live in a food desert. Well, why do you live in a food desert? Well, obviously, the stores moved out because they couldn't take the loss of their business, so they had to move out of your neighborhood to where you could walk and get groceries and walk home with them. You know, not go in the store and take them and walk home with them, but actually go into the store and buy them with your SNAP card and bring them home. That's the real fact of it. That is the real fact of what's going on. And then on top of that, I hear, why should you care? Why should people care who aren't on the SNAP program what people buy with their food stamp? What I call it food stamps. It's SNAP, okay, but still, basically the same thing. Why should I care what you buy with your SNAP card? I'm paying for it. I go to work every day. I work since I've been 15 years old. And I'm retired now, and I still work to supplement my income. So there's taxes being taken out of me for you. And you wanted to brag 3 months ago, 4 months ago, on how much you were buying with it and shoving it in our face. I'm shoving this in your face now. Face up to the reality. You're living on Easy Street. You're trying to live off everybody else. And that's the bottom line. But I cut right through the chase on it for you. If you didn't like it, then you're the problem. Go out and find a job. I hear one of the requirements is that you're going to have to work 80 hours a month to be able to stay on the SNAP program. Now, every state isn't taking into this right now, but they're going to have to. Because if they don't, they're going to end up paying money out of their own pockets from the states. The federal government's not going to give them money for it. That's my understanding. I could be wrong on that, but that's my understanding. So the best thing for you to do is fess up, quit having gobs of kids so you can stay on the program, and find a job. Or go out and work part-time at least so you can actually show that you're making some kind of effort into supporting yourself. We the people who go out and work every day are sick of paying for you. I'm sick of paying for you. There's a lot of people sick of paying for you. If you're able to go out and work, in which I think majority of you are, go out and find a job. You have to work. This isn't a hand-me-down generation. Well, my mom was on it, her mom was on it. So it's just kind of a handed-down thing to where you think that you have to be on it. You don't have to be on it. Get off of it. And if you do have to be on it, then be on it, but go out and try to work. Find a job. So I'm sick of you telling me, why do we care what you spend your money on? I do, and I should have a say. Because I'm paying for it. And when you go out and you find a job and you see how much taxes they take out of you, out of your paycheck, for programs that shouldn't be there, and people that have to work should be able to go out and work and help out. I'm sick of watching videos on you showing me how much money, how much food stamps you guys get, or SNAP benefits you get, and you're not trying to do anything. And some of them are even selling them. And that's been an ongoing problem for years, even back when they had to rip out coupons. People used to sell their food stamps for 50 cents on a dollar to still make money. So if you don't like this video, I don't really care. Because if you don't like it, you're part of the problem. Again, like I said before. So look at the map that I put up. If you're in that map, I don't know what to say. Maybe you had a problem with the state. Maybe the stores moved out because they couldn't take being loitered or being looted all the time and stolen from. That's why you live in a food desert mainly. You don't think that people would put a store there to make money? That's like Dollar Generals. They're all over the place. They're in rural areas all over the place. You know? Mainly they don't have a lot of healthy items, but those are probably one of the stores that you could go get something at that's healthy for you. So don't give me your problems on what you want to blame it on me or the American people that go out there and work. That you live in a food desert, or why should we care about what you spend your food stamp dollars on? Alright. If you don't like it, oh well. This is CJ's Drop on Life, and I hope you enjoyed this video. The people that go out there and work every day, God bless you. God bless the ones that don't, but get out there and find a job. I'm out of here. Bye. Almost forgot I had to come back with this. This is good. You know why I got it? Because I work. I can take a bite. It's an apple caramel. It's got caramel filling in it. It's really good. Go out and find a job. You might be able to buy some of these. Alright. See you later. Bye-bye.